la 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 la. Hello, 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 hello. La 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 la. Let's see. Did you hear that? Did you hear it? Wow, we got multiple firsts today. Congrats on totally being first. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Did it work? Are we is it working? We all first out here. Yeah, everyone's first. There were like 3 opportunities to redeem first today. Alright. Are we gaming? I hear it. Do you guys hear it? You guys hear it? That's all that matters. Alright, we're rhythm gaming today again. Although, I'll be honest, before we rhythm game, I need to do some deforestation. We're gonna go to our mini game because I need to deforest the area. Yeah, you guys can see how I've decorated my house. I made a little bit more decoration progress since last time. Look at my yard. Look how pretty it is. And I expanded it, but not on purpose. Well, not that I didn't want it to expand. I did, but then I had to like remove or like reorganize some of my furniture. But look at all this. Yeah, I think right now the quest that I have is to build another painting and whatever, and I have been out of nails for a little bit. So we're gonna go collect stuff first, and then we can rhythm game. Who needs Forest? Yeah, Forest comes back every day anyways. You know, I posted a video of some of this stuff on my TikTok, and people were really surprised at how much like bonus energy stuff I have, but I just don't use it for anything else. A lot of people use it for like tiering, but I just really don't care that much about tiering, so I just have never used these bonus energy things for the entirety of like the last 2.5, 3 years maybe that I've played. So we've just got a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'll just open toolboxes. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna care too much about the other stuff. And then we can, yeah, actually play and collect some. Oh, this is integral? Nice. Yeah, how's everyone's weekend? Who watched the Super Bowl? I don't really follow sports very well, so I wasn't expecting to be like super hype over the Super Bowl, but I will say this year was particularly boring, to say the least. Bad Bunny was great. I enjoyed Bad Bunny, but the actual sports ball was not ballin'. If anything, my sister was texting our family chat and was like, is this gonna be the first year that a team gets 0 points at the Super Bowl? Oh my gosh, a dusk tree. I keep saying, and I'm gonna screenshot this too, I get dusk trees more often when it's not dusk. Like, they're supposedly supposed to be, or they're supposed to only spawn at dusk. Right now is sunny, and I feel like it's always sunny or like rainy nights that I get dusk trees, but sometimes it'll be like actual dusk weather condition, even though that's not really a weather condition, but it'll be actual dusk and I don't get any of these trees, which I think is silly. But I'm not complaining. I don't know if anyone else has had that problem, because I mentioned that in my like stupid little TikTok thing that I did, and people were like, wow, lucky. So I don't know. I know this toolbox is here. Sammy, when Sammy Bull 149? When? What would that entail? Is it like me playing sports ball? Me playing sports ball 149 times? I'm getting used to my ritual deck again before I rebuild my nat. I'm not sure what that means, but that sounds exciting. Good luck. Ah, like nature. Okay. Very cool, very cool. Honestly, that's probably most of the toolboxes. I'll just come back for the rest later. Let's game. Let's actually play the rhythm gaming part of this game. Sammy, play Yu-Gi-Oh! When? I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Really. Like, I recognize a few cards and a few like things here and there, but for the most part, I have no idea. I'll watch people play Yu-Gi-Oh! If you stream Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll watch you play Yu-Gi-Oh! We need to collect all the Sammys and all the Doos. We'll make a Sammy Do trading card game. Let's see. I was playing this a lot today. I like, cause they had the two alt vocals come out today, and so I played both. And then I like actually almost full comboed on Master, which, you know, at my peak, 29 wasn't the hardest thing for me. Like, but I don't know. I actually came kind of close, so let's just give it a try. If anything, maybe I'll play in co-op rooms. That way we won't get this on every single time. It's easy to learn, just read the cards and then some more reading. See, but then like you have to read and then understand the cards, and then you have to remember cards and stuff, which isn't the worst. But I don't know if I trust my stuff, but it depends. I've never looked closely at Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so maybe it wouldn't be too bad, but... Ooh, I almost missed that. I feel like the Irie alt vocals are nice. Both of them are nice, actually. Oh, my chair is so squeaky. I'm trying to lean back so that the wires don't hit the mic. Ooh, I almost messed up there. Does this sound okay? I feel like I messed with the settings since last time I played, so I don't know if it's too loud now. Ooh, oops. Dang it. Oh well. I will check the volume thing after, because I forgot I had it a bit lower when I streamed this last time. But then I turned it back up when I was doing art stuff. Let me rearrange some stuff on my desk. I feel like there should be like here, and this is where I had it the last stream. There's archetypes that are super easy to learn. Okay. Maybe you should stream it, and then I'll watch you stream it, and then I'll see. We will consider it. You like hear this a little bit probably. Oh, sorry, there's lots of noises. I'm trying to rearrange my desk so that there's not all this stuff banging into stuff. Oh, what happened? Why did it die? Why did it die? Oh. Aww. Man. Something unplugged and now the audio's stupid again. Ah. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can just close it and open it and see if it fixes itself. Oh, I can't stay, but I remember you didn't notice the difference between tap effects on standard or simple. This is my reminder to switch back before you can never go back like me. You know what? I actually did see the difference when I was looking back at the video, and I think I'll probably leave it on this one because I think watching it kind of is really, really bright with the other setting. Except now the game isn't working anymore, so Pooey. Let's see. I don't want to like close everything and open it again. But if that's what it takes, that might have to happen. Man, I played one song. Ah! Okay. If I open this, maybe that'll help. I'm glad you realized which you prefer. I was just trying not to pressure you into the change. Oh, no worries. No, I found it really helpful actually. So I appreciate it. Thank you. And also, thanks for stopping by again. I really appreciate it. I'm on voice chat with my girlfriend, but she went AFK to pee, so I have to go. Okay, have fun. Have a good night or day, wherever you are. Yeah, honestly, don't know if any of this is working. So, hey, can the person I'm playing against hurry up and kill me? I already have 10k damage and I have nothing. Oof, that sounds like a lot. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work, so we're gonna switch to an art stream. Let's see. Let me get my iPad out then. In the meantime, let me change these. We'll switch to my iPad screen, which I think should be blank right now. Yeah, there's nothing here. Even Sammy Doo is not here right now. I hope this stuff works. Normally I open all the other apps first and then open OBS, but sometimes sometimes doing it the other way around does some silly things. So let me grab an iPad. We will switch gears. Oh my gosh. VTube Studio all over the place. Sammy. It's Sammy Doo. It's Scuffy Doo. Alright, let's get everything set up. You get to watch how long it takes me to actually set up to stream. Okay, we have that connected. Alright. I don't know what we're gonna draw, but we're gonna switch gears because I'd rather not waste everyone's time. Ooh, we could draw Vanilla Mochi. That is an idea. I did start this thing for Vanilla Mochi ages ago, back when he said he was gonna stream art. I gave him a tablet almost 3 years ago now. I think we're at almost 4 years now. I think we're at 3.5 years since I gave him an art tablet to stream with, and then he never got that set up. So we could manifest Vanilla Mochi stream. Yes, that is the goal. I made this sketch. Well, let me get this projected onto my OBS first. Let's see, are my audio settings okay? Okay, I'm gonna open up Spotify and we'll just, since we can't play Project Sekai, we'll listen to Project Sekai music. I have a playlist. Alright. Is this working? Alright, let me know if that volume is okay. I'm gonna change all the... Oops, I'm gonna change all of these settings. Okay, yeah, here's a sketch I did for Vanilla Mochi. Literally, I think in 2024? I don't know, it was a long time ago. I'm gonna change the stream category and everything. Project Sekai isn't working, so here. Here, Vanilla Mochi art since Project Sekai won't work. We'll change the category to art. Alright. Cool deal. I think that has changed now. Yeah, so anyways, long ago in a galaxy far away, Vanilla Mochi said, art stream soon. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, he's finally doing it. And I was like, I'll make this and he can like, I don't know, it'll be cute. And I'll draw it and I'll work on it while he streams art. And then he never streamed art. But because he came back yesterday, he started, or yesterday, no, 2 days. It was Saturday night. He streamed a couple days ago. He streamed Terraria, and I was like, oh my god, he's alive. So, you know what? What the heck? We're gonna work on this. We're gonna continue this art and manifest an art stream. So everyone go follow at the Vanilla Mochi and tell him to stream art already. Hang on, let me move my phone. I have this over here. Should I shout him out? Let's see. Wait, I missed Terraria stream? Yeah, I was surprised too, because he came over the next morning. Let's see, shout out. What was mine? Mine was shout out. Hold on, is it the Vanilla Mochi? I can't even remember now. Hold on. I think it's, yeah, the Vanilla Mochi. Vanilla Mochi. What the heck? Why did I shout myself out? Okay, I need to figure out what that is. Okay, I'll just use this, the Twitch one. Shout out the Vanilla Mochi. Too many. Oh, did I type too many L's? Is that what happened? Shout out the. That was too many L's. You're right. Okay, let me. That's so interesting. If I type it wrong, then it just does myself. Here, let me try again. I haven't tested my own commands in a long time, so. There we go. All right. Okay, we like double shouted him out, but there we go. Anyways, yeah. If you aren't following him, also because I pulled up an old Twitch, an old clip of him, where he said that he was gonna do a booty reveal at 150 followers, and he's at, I don't know what he's at, but I think he's close. His birthday is also in about 5 days, so make sure to go follow him. You can find him on Twitter too, and make sure to wish him a happy birthday on Valentine's Day. And tell him to hurry up and stream art. Or stream in general. I'm happy to see him back though. It was great. I couldn't really like be super present during that stream, but I was trying to chat with what I could, even though I had the volume all the way down. But yeah, we were getting ready to host people. Ooh, who's that? Sana, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Let me know if I said that right. Should I call you Sana or Q or whatever works? The Vanilla's Mochi's. Oh, that's a good one. Vanilla's Mochi's reveal. True. I should just make him a model that's just cheeks. No, that might get banned on Twitch. Question marks? We're talking about how long ago Vanilla Mochi said he would do a booty reveal at 150 followers. And I reminded him of that when he streamed on Saturday. Yeah. I don't think he remembered that, so yeah, it came back up on Twitter, so I tagged him in it, and yeah. That would most certainly get banned by Twitch. Yeah, almost definitely. Speedrun Twitch ban. It could just be like one big censored like block on the stream, like just a black screen, and be like, oh yeah, it's there. You just can't see it. Just use your imagination. Or you could argue that it's artistic nudity. Vanilla booty, and it's just artistic nudity. He could kill two birds with one stone and draw a hypothetical vanilla mochi booty. I feel really weird talking about this. Alright, I'm getting too little gameplay. I'm working on getting the nature. How do you say it? Naturia deck back. Good luck with that though. Man, I haven't drawn this guy in so long. I don't even remember how the concept for this hat came up. I just know back when he was like kind of half joking about becoming a VTuber, this like concept for a mascot came up. And then we were like, let's just put it on your head. And he was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's how. Okay, cool. Language is my passion. Not really. I don't think I'd be that bad at like, I don't know. I don't think I'm the best at like learning new languages. Man, listening to this playlist is just making me wish I could play right now. But that's okay. I'll just play later on my own time. We will troubleshoot later. I really do think it started with my alarm going off while I had it connected. Because even without connecting to all the streaming stuff, Prosecco has a weird thing where if you get a call in the middle of a game or if you have an alarm go off, then the audio gets all messed up. So then I always have to restart the game, even when that does happen on my own. So I have a feeling that was what happened. Because like I said, I was testing it before. I played a whole game before I started stream, and it was fine, and I wasn't having any issues with it. But then afterwards, it was just hard to fix because like I was already streaming, and like a lot of times I have to get all that set up and then open OBS last. And I don't really know why. I don't think that's normal, but I don't know how I would even like start to fix that. Oh, ads. Man, I know it's technically been quite a while since I started stream, but like it hasn't been that long since I started actively doing something on stream, so it feels very early. But anyways, thanks for hanging out through ads. I always appreciate it. I remember watching a lot of power washing sim. Yeah, that was like his go-to, like after a long break he would just come back and do power wash sim, which was great because it's like it's a game, but it also leaves room for what do you call it, for chatting. Which song is this? I don't know if I can tell. I might know which song this is, but I'm not very good at naming the songs or like remembering the names of the songs, and I can't read Japanese, so it doesn't help much. How do I do this? Alright. Sorry, I had a weird pop-up. Good thing I had this sketched out because I feel like I always struggle to remember all the details of like both Vanilla and Kai when I come back to drawing them, especially after a long time. Unfortunately, I can't remember everything off the top of my head with those boys. It's like I can't remember what their faces look like. ads are wrapping up. Heck yeah. Welcome back. Did everyone survive? Anyone get any interesting ads? I should play some of the Super Bowl commercials on here on Twitch. There's a lot of interesting ones. Did you guys see the Chipotle like free code thing? They had this whole they had this code that they posted during the Super Bowl, and you had like 30 seconds to text the code to their like specific number for a chance to win a free burrito or something. I think so many people texted it that that like all the automatic responses were super delayed. Like I think I got a text back 10 minutes later and was like, sorry, we ran out of free burritos. My sister was the one telling everyone in the family about it. They're like, oh, and enter for a chance to win a free burrito. And she told her friends about it, and her friends got it and she didn't. I'm like, dang, that sucks. Let's give him some big goofy ears. Alright, there's some ears. Behind that, got some hair. This is a fun one. Yeah, the event with Anti-You is supposed to start tomorrow on Global. I'm excited. I really like that song. I can't remember if the song for this one comes out at the beginning or the end of the event, because sometimes it comes out at the beginning, but other times it's not till the last day of the event that they add the song to the game. I don't think I'm going to pull on the gacha, but I am excited to play that song. Alright. Blank piece of paper. Very meme worthy. We can have Vanilla Mochi holding up a sign that says anything we want. Just kidding. I mean, as his artist, like, I really could. I could put anything on him. Boop chatting Sammy, Boop Jr. Hello, hello. Thank you for the boop. Should we do a boop redeem? Boop. What would a boop redeem entail? Or you could do like the friend ones where you like boop other chat members. You've booped Chatty Doo 10 times. Junior has booped Vanilla Mochi 67 times. Alright, hands. Hands are hard. Could just do Animal Crossing hands. Animal Crossing hands were just one big old sphere. No, I won't do that. Let's see, how do we want to do his hands? Could block out like, okay, these two fingers together. does not look like a hand. What the heck is that? Oh my gosh. Delete that. Okay. Could just do like the tops of the fingers, like a few like little grape guys. Okay, let's say knuckles here, knuckles here. Fingers like that. I'm trying to like block it out and like let's see when you hold it. These fingers are like curled up, but like they're all together. This one kind of go out here. These ones seem like they should be together. I'm looking at my hand. I don't know if it's helping. Man, I remember when this was like the song where everyone was like, oh, it's such a hard song. This and Tondemos Wonder. That one was a big one to struggle with. I mean, it's looking slightly more hand-like. Looking too blocky though. I'll keep it for now, but I still don't know if I like it. I'm almost definitely gonna switch, like change this. What if I put a thumb here? It might help a little bit. Man, it feels like just yesterday that this event was happening. Man, I sketched this so long ago. Like I can see what I was going through my head when I was sketching it, but it's like so different than what I would probably do now. That's okay. 1, 2. For some reason this looked like way too many fingers for a second. not have had this on a playlist yet. Yeah. I was like, I don't think I've heard this full version one. This is not. Oops. It's not happening. False, hello, welcome in. How are you? How's your evening going? We're just drawing one of my VTuber kids who miraculously appeared on Saturday after a very long break. Yeah, we were gonna play some Project Sekai, but it was not working. It worked for about one song and then it decided it wanted to give up. So, well, okay, partially because I accidentally unplugged it, but then when I plugged it back in, it wasn't working, and I was like, you know what? I've restarted stream like 3 times already, so we just pivoted to art because that is one thing that I know how to get connected. Yeah, hope your night's going well. Oh man, yeah, no worries. It's always a backup. Always other things we can chill and do. Speaking of VTubers coming back, Eggy's coming back tomorrow, which I'm very excited for. I know she's living out in like the UK now, so I think she's gonna be streaming. It'll be like 9 a.m. my time, but I'm really excited for that. Oh yeah, Eggy, yeah, I'm so excited. I saw the notification on her Discord and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Eggy can finally say hello again. Yes, chill for real, be hello, Eggy. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for tomorrow. I'll be working, but the joys of working from home, I can watch my favorite streamers. Return of the egg, real, yeah. She's rehatching. Yeah, even though she took that long break, she was still my most watched streamer of last year. Yeah, she really is a very cool streamer. Big inspiration, and she's very good at what she does. I feel like I've said that a lot, and I feel like people are probably annoyed about me talking about it, but like truly, like she's very good at like building her community and keeping her community engaged, I think. There's a reason you say it a lot, yeah. Like, I don't know, this, like, anyone can hit go live and, like, do their thing, right? I feel like that's all I do. I just kind of hit go live and I do the same thing I always do and I try to respond to chat. But Aggie's, like, very, very thoughtful about her community and building it. And, like, I don't know, something about the way she presents herself and her content is just very welcoming. I don't know. She's got good vibes. She's good at so many things, all the things that make a VTuber. Yeah, for real. And I'm very excited because it sounds like she has a rigged model now. I know she did the Suika customizable model shortly before her break, but it sounds like she got one rigged and I'm very excited to see it. Yeah, I did used to help her with her YouTube, with her Eggimations. I think that's what we were calling them. But yeah, I got a little bit busy because it was like kind of leading up to, it was like the year leading up to my wedding, so things got a little bit busy and I was like, oh, I might have to step away. And then shortly thereafter was when all the other stuff happened. But it was very fun to work with her, well, and even for that short time. Yeah. False, I really like your community too. Your community is very welcoming, and I always like lurking in your chats or in your streams too. I feel like everyone I've met from Eggy's like community has been so welcoming and so sweet. Because I think Junior and Lee were both also from Eggy's corner of the VTubing world. So many great people out there. Same with Mary, Miss Mary Mello. Super nice. I love hanging out in her streams. I feel like recently I haven't been able to catch a lot of Mary's streams, but I'd like to try to like hunker down and like get back into like actively chatting in there because I'll try to pop in when I can, but I don't know. I feel like life has been all over the place. And all the people I used to watch, I'm like, oh man, I don't have time to, like, my timing doesn't work out as well anymore. Is everything stable now? I see you're streaming these days. Yeah, everything's kind of settled out a lot more. Yeah, so I mean, it was never anything bad. It was just I got married, went on my honeymoon, and then actually ended up buying a house with my husband. So that was a little bit unexpected. Not that we weren't like looking, but we thought it would take longer. Like we thought we were gonna wait till like a year or two in the future, and then our realtor was like really great and like very actively looking for something that would kind of fit our vibes. Life changes, OMG. Yeah, I know. It was like a lot of changes back to back. So yeah, it's been just a little bit over a month now since I moved to this new place, which is, it's really great. It's we still technically have a few more things to move back from our apartment, but yeah, it's been a lot of changes. We're finally getting settled in again, and yeah, I mean, in this last week I've streamed a lot more than I have in a while, so it's fun to get back into all of this. My first message was the one Twitch didn't send for some reason. I found Eggy from you. You found Eggy from, wait, really? Oh my gosh, I think you might be right. I think I found you from Vanilla Mochi probably. And then yeah, Eggy's great. I'm excited to see her get back into the swing of things. Yeah, this sketch is really old. I started it a long time ago, back when Vanilla first said he would stream art. I'm still waiting. Yeah, he came over for the Super Bowl. He was like, he's our like one friend who knows football, which is funny because this particular Super Bowl, I don't know if you guys watched, was not super interesting, I guess you could say. Yeah, it was, there was no chance for the Patriots, it seemed. If anything, we were like, are they gonna score any points this game? We'll see. Fun to hang out though. I'm never complaining about hanging out with friends. I won't say never. Sometimes I am a little bit socially drained, but by no fault of anybody else's. Let me just merge these. Yeah, halftime show was fun. There were a lot of memes about how Bad Bunny had more yards than the Patriots by the end of the Super Bowl. I guess I'm used to streaming or using streaming as an outlet and safe space and not so much focusing on growth at the moment, but thanks for stopping by. Yeah, no, I honestly think that's the best mindset to have for streaming. Is like you're just kind of there. Like I don't think I've ever focused too much on like, oh, I'm like trying to like grow a community. I'm just kind of here to hang out and like both have like create a safe space for myself, but also try to be a safe space for people just to chill. We're just hanging out. We're just a bunch of people all over the place coexisting. You get a follow, by the way, Spring. Okay, bye. That's so nice of you, Junior. Yeah, Spring's very cool and like, yeah, I like hanging out with Spring. Lots of different reasons to stream. Yeah, like whatever the reason, like it's like a you do you kind of thing. This will be a very simple doodle because the sketch was much simpler from, let's see, I think I can check canvas information. Created May 21st, 2024. That's when I started this. that was when Vanilla Mochi said, art stream soon? Yep. 2024. Yeah. He's a busy guy too, though. I don't blame him. I just like to give him shit, just for fun. Maybe I'll put a bow on the shoelaces. Can't see. Good enough. Nah, hang on. I think I can make this a little more shoelacy. We'll make it a little bit uneven, just for some personality. Just for the vibes. his sweatshirt have drawstrings? I can't remember. I drew him. I should know this. I'm gonna check his socials because I honestly can't remember. No Mochi. He does have drawstrings on his sweatshirt. Okay, cool. I don't do it like... I really should make a habit of making the background not white. People always recommend that because, like, better for your eyes in the long term. I always forget. I really liked the April Fool's cover that Prosecco did with this one, with NB Baby, or NB I guess is the name of it, not NB Baby, but you know what I mean. It was a good one. I heard the next World Link events on JP are going to be mixed World Links, which I'm actually... I don't try that hard. I do see spoilers all the time for like the stories. If it looks particularly interesting, I'll look at them. If not, I'll just kind of like, I won't go out of my way to avoid them, but I also don't look and read them and look for translations and stuff. But with World Link, I might look into the spoiler or the translations and stuff as they come out. At least for the first one. I just want to see what the vibe is. Because the implication of all the World Links so far is that eventually they will not necessarily merge, but they'll all get to a point where they know about at least the other Sekais. Maybe they won't, I don't know. But I mean, even the name itself kind of implies that, right? So I'd be surprised if they didn't. Especially when a big theme of a lot of their stories is like how music connects people. Hello, how are you? Hi, Bacon, how are you? How you doing? How you doing? I'm chilling. I'm drawing Vanilla Mochi because our initial stream plan didn't quite work out. But it happens. We adjust, and that's fine. Yeah, I sketched this. I found this old Vanilla Mochi sketch that I started literal years ago, and figured I'd just work on this today because I didn't really have anything else planned art-wise. But yeah, that's how my night's going. It's pretty chill. Had some dinner. Had a pretty normal work day, really quiet work day actually. Yeah, how's your night going? Doing good, just made sandwiches for dinner. Nice sketch so far, thanks. Yeah, it's a pretty old one. I I think we looked, and I started it in May of 2024, back when Vanilla Mochi said art stream soon. Um, yeah, so it does feel a little weird sketching something that I haven't touched in so long. Uh, but yeah, it's a simple one, so I'm not too stressed about it. I do need to give him a face, but let me just group all these guys together. I'll group the hat together too. Put the face on here. Yeah, so I have a feeling the end product will look a little closer to the style that my art used to look like. I don't think it's changed too much over the years, but the process feels different somehow. Like, I think my mindset while drawing has changed quite a bit, so we'll see. What if I just drew this and didn't post it until Vanilla streamed art? It would never see social media ever. Maybe I'll just post it for his birthday. His birthday's soon. I could just put a birthday hat on top of Mochi right here. Wow, 2024. I started drawing that year and has been drawing every day since. You know what? I thought that's what Vanilla was gonna do. He was really excited to start drawing, and then I don't think he got really into it. But that's really good. I think that's the best way to like get into art, is just dive in and go for it. Because so many people get discouraged when they aren't like as good as they want to be at the very beginning. But like you have to start somewhere. Which sounds so cliche, but it's so true. Because there was definitely a point where I was like, oh, you know, I've always drawn. I've always been the kind of person to doodle in notebooks and stuff. I used to spend a lot of time at my grandparents' place, and they would, you know, give me calendar paper to draw on. And I was like, oh, I don't need to put it out on the internet. Like, it's not necessary. But I am glad that I did, because, like, it really forces me to look back at like my old stuff and then kind of see what else is out there. Like, I don't know. Social media has its benefits, but also like if you take it too seriously, I think that's where it's like, okay, you're gonna burn out real fast. Because once you start posting, also there's like the urge to be like, oh, the numbers are really important, like I need as many people to see this as possible. And like having been on both sides of it, like my Instagram has always been kind of like relatively average engagement. And then on the other hand, I had a few TikToks blow up out of the blue, and then like that just created some awful imposter syndrome. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I enjoy having a huge following and like having all this attention on my stuff as much as I thought I would. So I think it's nice to just like exist, and I post it and it's there, and if you see it, you see it, and if you don't, that's fine. I started drawing because I see characters that not many people know or have fan art of, and I was like, fine, I'll draw them myself. That's a great reason to draw too. I think everyone should have their own reasons to draw. And if that reason is for social media, then like, you know, go for it. I'm looking at these hands that I drew, and they are just so different. Like, I kind of want to just keep the simple one. Oh, also, I kind of wanted to have a thumb over here. Oh, this was like the first Saki song. Okay, anyways. no, this one was show off. This wasn't the first SakiCon. This was like 2 or 3. I don't know. I don't usually pay too much attention to it. I just know it was early. I post online, and it's okay if I don't get much likes, but I find that funny drawings I drew rush to get a lot of likes. Yeah, same. It's always the stuff that I spent like 5 minutes on, or like a silly meme or something that gets a lot of attention, versus like things that I spent hours on. It's like, oh yeah, it got like 4 likes. 4 likes and 1 comment from my mom. Well, that's okay. It happens. Yeah. Oh, DNA's coming soon too to global. I'm excited for that. Not super soon actually. It's not for a few months, I think. But I am excited. Lots of good music coming to Project Sekai this coming year for global. I remember the first year that I played and I kept seeing the JP announcements and then getting confused why the songs weren't on the game that I was playing. Like, what was it? Phony? They announced Phony and I was like, oh my gosh, I know that song. I love that song. And then I was like, how do I play it? And then I saw oh yeah, global server is about a year behind JP's server. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I'll just mask it in case I want to shift the paper around. I don't think I will though. And then for that same reason, do that. And this was back when I was still, I say back when, but I feel like I still like Bean Mouth. I've been doing Bean Mouth a lot less, but I don't know. I like the Bean Mouth look. I know a lot of people kind of hate on it a little bit, but I'm a fan. Like Star versus the Forces of Evil. I want to watch that more. How does this look? Scooch this up a little bit. Okay, eyebrows. I could just do like normal eyebrows like that. And we'll just do simple eyebrows like this. say eyebrows should be sisters, not twins. I just put it over here so I can see about how long it should be. Okay, there's some nice line art for our boy, Vanilla Mochi. Yeah, what should we put on the drawing? Wow, Star versus the Forces of... Oh, wait, Star versus... I got the prints... Oh my gosh, I can't read apparently. I got prints that were drawn and signed by the creator. Oh, that's so cool! Yeah, I remember briefly getting a little bit into it, because it seemed like something I would like, but I feel like I have a problem with TV where I just am really bad at consistently watching TV. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, I really want to get into the show. I'll watch it, like I'll binge a bunch of it for like a day or two, and then I don't know, it's hard for me to like tell myself like, yeah, I'll sit down and I'll watch a TV show, or like, you know, I'll have it up. Like I don't know why. Like even for Bridgerton, I got into it after season 3 came out, and I watched all of seasons 1 through 3 at once, like in one go. And then I stopped, and then I started Queen Charlotte. I got about halfway in, and then that was also shortly after season 3. Didn't pick it up again until season 4 came out. Season 4 came out, and I was like, okay, I'll finish Queen Charlotte, and then I'll watch season 4. And I watched the first 3 episodes of season 4, and right as of now, there's only 4 episodes out. I watched the first 3, and then I got really sleepy at the end of the 3rd episode, so I was like, okay, I'll watch the 4th episode, you know, tomorrow or whatever. And then I didn't watch the 4th episode till like a few days ago. So, and which isn't that bad, but then like when you consider it, like that's like a whole week after the rest of it came out. So like I feel like I have to be in a real like TV mood to really get into a show. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I do think I will watch the rest of season 4 when it comes out at the end of the month. But I think if I don't watch it in one go, then I'm gonna have another like dry spell of just like, I don't really feel like sitting down and watching TV. I don't know, I can probably, if I can find a block of time where I just whiz through the whole thing, I think that's ideal. Like I could totally do that, but Sammy do TV mood is like so rare. Or like even like anime. I started watching what is it called? Shadow House? I don't even remember what it was called because I had seen it for a really long time, and I think when the 2nd season first came out, I didn't even know the show existed, but I found the opening song, and I've had that on a playlist for like years now. And I only recently realized that that was an opening for the 2nd season of that show. And yeah, I watched all of the 1st season in like 2 days, and then I started the 2nd season, and then I haven't picked it up, and it's been like a year now. And I do want to get back into it, but it's just TV mood, right? It seems like a very unique problem to have, I will admit. And I'm not even saying that to be like, oh, I'm not like other TV watchers. I don't know what's wrong with me. I would love to just space out my TV watching instead of having like 2 or 3 times a year where I'm just like, yeah, I want to watch TV. Maybe I'll do a poll on Twitter and be like, hey, what should Vanilla Mochi draw? I could do one here even. One show I ended up liking that not many people like is OK KO Let's Be Heroes. It was also an inspiration of me wanting to draw. Oh, okay. That sounds interesting. What's it about? Oh, here's a color palette I haven't used in a while. Vanilla Mochi. These are the colors I used to make his model. Yeah, it's always interesting when people ask, like, oh, how long have you been drawing? Because it's like, there's so many ways I could answer that. Because technically, I feel like I always, like, enjoyed drawing. Like, all the time I spent as a kid at my grandma's house was either playing with McDonald's toys or drawing. Like, those were all just normal activities for me. And I don't think there was ever a time when I would say I stopped drawing. Because there's always paper and there's always something, some kind of drawing utensil at my disposal. So I was like, it was always an option. As far as drawing digitally, I feel like that's also kind of an interesting, because like my first introduction to drawing digitally was in school. I took a multimedia art class, I think like freshman year of high school, and that class they had drawing tablets. And so I kind of took advantage of that and like used it when I could. But on that same note, I kind of used it for things that weren't like I would try to make the most of my school assignments for that multimedia art class and be like, oh, I'm gonna use this as an excuse to draw this or that. And sometimes it wouldn't quite actually match the assignment. And so honestly, my grades in that class, I mean, it was still like in the lower A range, but it definitely wasn't as good as if I had just been like, yeah, I'm gonna actually follow the directions, which I acknowledge was my own fault. But yeah, I took advantage of the fact that there were drawing tablets in there and kind of played with it. And then my parents got me a small drawing tablet, I think that same year, but for some reason it was hard for me to get really into drawing with that particular tablet. And in hindsight, I think a big part of it was I didn't really have a good program to draw on. I was just using like the default like it like came with its own program, but it wasn't actually a particularly good program. I cannot remember for the life of me what it was called. And then after that, like aside from occasional like drawing on Photoshop sort of with like a keyboard and mouse and then like doodling in my notebooks, I don't think I got into like digital art again until I got an iPad at the end of college. Let's see. It's just about a kid wanting to become a hero by working at a bodega. The show is based on the 90s Sonic cartoons. Oh, interesting. It's on Cartoon Network. They even had crossover episodes, like Garnet from Steven Universe was in it, and even Sonic and Tails. Oh, that sounds really cool. I'll have to look into that. I wish I could label what each of the colors is for, because sometimes I have all these colors saved in these palettes, and then I'm like, what is this supposed to be? And I still have to end up having to pull up old references and stuff anyways. Like, that's a feature of Procreate you should consider adding, is labeling or like naming the colors in your color palettes. Beautiful. While I'm here, I'll just go with this. Vanilla Mochi's got blue eyes. I think that's the color I use for his eyes. I do think it's really cool that all the songs for each of the units from the Prosecco movie incorporated the like the Broken Miku's song. So the appears in all 5 units movie songs. So the beginning of this song is the this is really these eyes are so bright and so scary looking right now. This is the right color, right? I'm pretty sure it is. I remember working on his model and I was like, oh, how does this look? And he was like, I want my eyes to be so bright, like piercing bright blue. And I was like, okay, so I picked the most vibrant blue color. But now when I like when I drop the base color for it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm blind. It really is like the meme, like the blue-eyed people be like flashbang by Vanilla Mochi's eyes, so blue. I don't think this is the color I wanted to use actually. Someday I'll draw digital. I remember I was at a con meetup about artists and everyone had tablets and I was the only person with a sketchbook. They were all cool about it though. I think there's a special charm to traditional like sketchbooks. I kind of like, sometimes I kind of wish I carried a sketchbook around instead of my iPad, which for a while I did bring one to work so that I could like draw on the train, but I feel like I never used either of them actually. That was more for safety on the train though. But yeah, I think, I don't know, I like the feel of a traditional sketchbook now and then. I brought like a regular physical sketchbook on my honeymoon. Or not my honeymoon, well I did do that too, but yeah, honeymoon and also our like bachelorette party trip thing. Yeah. What a cute vanilla mochi. Not gonna lie, the eye size kind of is a little bit scary. Maybe I should separate the eyes a tad bit. Does that look weird? I think I'm getting to that point where like I'm staring at it too long. I can live with that. Okay, let's put all these layers together. There we go. And then we'll fill in the body and then we can render everything up into the ads we go. this needs to be up that way. Become a little less into this song. No hate to Vivid Bad Squad, but there's a lot more in their groups that I'm kind of like meh on. I think mostly their earlier ones. I feel like all the groups have some of that actually, like songs where I'm like, I could pass, and then also a handful that I'm like, I really like these. That's why it's hard for me to answer when people are like, oh, what's your favorite unit? And I'm like, I don't know, they all have their merits, you know? Okay, and then his jeans, I think were... Oh, which color is his jeans? Which blue is... Might be this one. Yeah, and then his shoes are the light blue color. Yeah, I think that sounds right. It's been so long. Need to erase that too. What color to make his shoelaces? Probably just white, right? Cheeky. Cool, solid colors done. Hello, I'm back. Hello, back. I am Sammy. How are you? How was all your stuff? Just finished the base colors. Might take a quick break, stretch a little bit. My back's getting a little sore. I'm doing good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. What should we put on this paper? I'll draw some art. We'll draw some. Maybe I'll have Vanilla draw something and put it on here. Nah. I mean, I could, but. Yellow. You know what I'm always surprised about is how many kids don't know how to read or write cursive nowadays. I'm really surprised that that's not something that's taught anymore. Like, I get it, but I also don't. You need to get him to draw. Yeah, exactly. Back in my day type shit, right? Yeah, exactly. It really is. But it's so baffling. Like, there's a whole trend where people are like, oh, having my kid, showing my kids cursive letters and having them guess how to write it. Like, what was it? There was a G, but the kid was going like this, or what was the other one? J probably, and they were like this for J. I don't know. Vanilla. Oh my gosh, my hand got a little stuck. Vanilla Mochi. That's his autograph. Because I say so. I made him so I can make his autograph whatever I want. Sammy's 100 years old. Man, I look good for 100, don't I? My skin's glowing. Smooth and straight. My eyesight less so. My eyesight has deteriorated quite a bit for 100 years. Kai is negative 100 years old. What does that mean for me? Doesn't that make me I don't know, that might be a little bit of a problematic age gap right there. That's a 200-year difference. No shade to Edward Cullen, but for someone that old, why was he going after high school girls? I find that a little suspicious, if you ask me. We ignore implications. That's dangerous. Here, I'll write Vanilla Mochi's name with my left hand, and that will be his autograph. Vanilla Mochi. Vanilla Mochi. Wow, that was actually really squiggly, but not in a messy way. It just looks wavy. I don't know. What should we put here? Could draw a self-portrait here. I'll draw with my left hand. Looks like panda ears. Left-handed Vanilla Mochi right there. You're right-handed? I am right-handed. I'm right-handed, but Kai is actually left-handed. Yeah, I remember there was one point where Kai and I would be doing homework back when we were like in school and we were dating and being like corny college students. And we were like, wow, since I'm right handed and you're left handed, I was like, we can hold hands while we're doing homework. So sometimes we would. Like, he would just hold my hand because, you know, corny. Benefits of being opposite handed. Three, four, five. Vanilla Mochi. I'm also right-handed. Yeah. I'm both, but I mostly use left. Ooh, ambidextrous. I've been told I hold pencils and stuff weird. Honestly, me too. Because most people, I think, when they draw or write, they rest their pencil on their middle finger, but I actually rest it on my ring finger, which is closer to how you're supposed to hold chopsticks, but I hold my chopsticks more like how you're supposed to hold a pencil. So I kind of flip-flop them a little bit. They look kind of cute. I kind of want to, like, should I color it too? We can have some colored pencilness. Oh, what the heck? I was trying to hit this color. Cute. Yay! It's a self-portrait of Vanilla Mochi. Except it's not actually a self-portrait, but it's a fake self-portrait. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break, grab some water because I actually forgot to grab water before the start of stream, and then we can render the rest of Mochi. I actually meant to get a new timer widget, but we still have the same one, but it's a creator portrait. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me throw a timer up here. BRB in. I have it set to 15 right now. Yeah, we'll just keep it at that. We'll keep it at a 15-minute break. Yeah, we'll be back in a little bit. Okay. You guys all should take a break and stretch too. I'm sure a lot of you have been sitting there not moving too much. I'm getting sore. You guys are probably getting sore. So yeah, go grab some water, use the bathroom, do what you gotta do. We'll be right back. Are we back? Are we back? Ads are wrapping up. Perfect timing. Oh my gosh, I was browsing at Twitter. We back? Heck yeah. I was browsing at Twitter and I saw the cards for the new set on Prosecca, or on the JP server for Prosecca, and oh my gosh, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. They're like soft and pretty and like, I don't know. I think pretty is just the best word for them. It's like the soft like pastel vibe, kind of like the last More Jump one that they had, and it just reminded me like every time I see the card leaks or like the card announcements on JP, I'm like, man, they're so great, but I have to wait a year before they come to global server, and it doesn't bother me enough to download the same exact game on JP. Like, I don't think that's worth it to me, because I don't think I would like having two separate accounts with separate cards, or like separate collections of cards. Like, I think it would bother me if I had some that I wanted on one account and some that I wanted on the other account. But man, oh, they're beautiful. Like the Saki card with the bubbles. Oh, so pretty. I want to draw some bubble art now. Just had someone buff my monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! To 5600 attack, probably by accident. Wow. I mean, I guess we take that. Happy for you. Because I assume that's a good thing for you. Maybe not so much for them. Yeah, I don't think I'll go too long on this particular one. Or too much longer on this before I end stream. I don't know if maybe I'll try to connect to my phone, and even if we can't get the sound, we can get the rhythm game stuff going. We can get, whoa, what? Maybe that's the sign I should stop. It was like the opposite of what I meant to say. We can play My Sekai. That's what I meant to say. So even if we can't do the rhythm game stuff, we can play My Sekai, and that doesn't require sound. Ooh, but brain fart. Yeah, maybe I'll end stream after this after all. I think I'm just gonna do his eyes a little bit and then call it. I don't want to dwell on it too much, and I don't want to force myself to work on this if I'm not quite at 100%, because I do want this to look decent. And if I do want to post it for his birthday, then I still have 5 days to finish it, so. Yeah, Vanilla Mochi was our football guy for the Super Bowl, but he also fell asleep during the game. I say also because literally all of us at some point fell asleep, and I think we're all pretty confident that there was probably a point where everyone was asleep. That's a good idea. Forcing yourself to do art is not good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no point if you're not having fun with it. I'm still having fun with it right now, but if I force myself to go longer than I want to, then I worry about the quality of this. Well, we'll do the eyes. I'm always in the mood to render eyes. Very pretty. That's like the only specific thing I remember about when I was working on this with him. That was his like big request. Because honestly, I'm pretty sure most of what he asked for, he just asked for like over Snapchat too, so it was very casual. There's a bright blue-eyed boy. Sammy does 24-hour stream when? Oh my gosh, I don't know about that. I struggle with like 4 hours. Blanket does 147-hour stream when? True. The 147 has to stand for something. So I think you should celebrate something. Whatever next milestone you have, 147-hour stream. Sammy does 12-hour stream. Ooh, I don't know. I don't even know when I would find a 12-hour block where I'm just free to stream the whole time. Because like honestly, I know a lot of people do like subathons and they do like the sleeping on stream. That's something I don't think I want to do. Like I've never personally seen the appeal of it. I know some people are willing to watch that. I don't think that's like worth it. I feel like people, I don't know. Like I would feel like I was wasting people's time. So if it was like a 12-hour stream, I would want to make sure I'm like actually actively doing something the whole time. I said I was gonna stop there, but now I feel like I have a little bit of momentum going. I think I might go a little bit more. I can do a little more, I think. I give you an extra chocolate pudding cup now with 75% more milk. That sounds like an immediate trip to the toilet for me personally. 75% more milk. That is almost twice as much milk as normal. That means the poop will come twice as fast. So like actually instant poop maker. This song has been so incredibly stuck in my head because I think I mentioned before I have all the versions on like my Spotify playlist, but that means it comes up really, really often. At least my Prosecco playlist, because that playlist is not particularly big right now. So yeah, this unfortunately gets played way more often than it really needs to. That's giving sunburnt. baked beans and Sammy Wen. Oh my gosh, are you trying to get me to poop myself on stream or something? Baked beans, dairy. What else? Ice cream, bowl of cereal. Let's just get all the stuff in here at that point. Could do another hot ones challenge too while we're at it. Chocolate baked beans pudding and Sammy Wen. Listen, I'm supposed to be alive at the end of the stream. Like if you feed me all this and I like die, no one's gonna be here to end stream. Maybe Kai, but man, that sounds like not a fun time. It sounds simultaneously delicious and also like a terrible idea. Cute little vanilla mochi nose. I just bring a little bit of a lip too. Nah. Man, I said I was just gonna do the one thing, but I'm kind of on a roll now. And like hair normally takes a while, but like it's not like he has too much hair showing, so like I think this should be pretty easy. Should I just like soft shade it? Maybe. It doesn't look that bad actually. Let's see. Blanket will end stream for you. Will he? I don't know. He's kind of far, isn't he? He's a few states away. I give you my original creation chocolate ice cream with chocolate jelly beans, with the drizzle of chocolate syrup, with a scooping of chocolate whipped cream, with a chocolate covered cherry on top, with chocolate sprinkles. That might be too much chocolate. And even if it wasn't for the lactose intolerance, I think maybe it's the age talking, but I think that would be a lot of sugar. Sammy and Blanket, pick a random number from 10 to 103. 36. I'm curious what this is for, but I'll go with 36. Sammy doesn't appreciate my original creation. I can appreciate that it's a lot of sugar. I just don't know if I personally, like if you put that in front of me, I would try a bite for sure. I wouldn't like be like, nope, I'm not even gonna try it. I would give it a shot. But I think I have a pretty accurate prediction for what would happen. Starts with the P and ends in an oop. Poop. My sister at some point had a bunch of our cousins on this is app called Poop Map, where it's literally like social media for poops, and you just like log when you poop and like where you pooped, and like if you want you can rate your poops, and you and your friends can all see it. It was so odd. It was something she started with her friends, and then she got the cousins in on it a couple years ago. Yeah, it was definitely eye-opening because I didn't even realize how, like, as much as I talk about how sensitive my stomach is, I actually poop, I think, less than normal because, you know, typically it's like once a day, once every other day, and I was definitely like every other day, maybe every like 3 days. Okay. When I first started playing Pro Second, I saw this song. Like, I thought of Peaky Peaky from D4DJ, because I did briefly play D4DJ. So that's what I was always thinking of when I heard this song. It was D4DJ's group, Peaky Peaky. I tried to get back into it, but I was hoping that when I logged in to like Game Center or whatever, it would have my old save data, but it didn't. And then I don't really like starting games over, even if like, I think in D4DJ, if I tried again now, I'd be a little more willing to, because I honestly don't remember much of like story-wise and everything for D4DJ. But then that's like one more game to worry about, and I kind of just don't want to deal with that. Oh, low power. Okay. Well, battery is dying. I think that's a sign I should probably wrap up here, honestly. Any other time I'd just plug it in, but I think this is probably a good time to stop. It's a work night. All Minecraft cows have both cow and bull features, and spiders are immune to poison. Are these like mods? Is that what the numbers were for? I had time to look that up, and my opponent only just started their battle phase. Interesting. That is a very random... Yeah, that would be a good... Are you talking about the chocolate milk? That would be a good idea? Or are you talking about something else? I can't remember what else we talked about already. Anyways, this stream has been full. The stream... Oh, I don't know. We'll put a pin in it. We won't completely knock it, but yeah, I don't think we'll do a stream with all that. Yeah. Anyways, that's been a lovely stream with a lot of lovely ideas. Let's see what we can... Should we raid into someone today? We could go somewhere really chill. Let's see. So one option is going to Mini Cat Town again. It's not really a moderated channel. They just have the camera going, but I do like supporting them. Most likely I'll have their stream up regardless of whether we raid. Do we want to go into that, or do we want to go raid an actual person? Maybe we should raid a person. Let's see. Let me just find someone and make sure it's someone who's not going to end soon. Thinking. How about let's raid into Ven's room. I can't remember what country she streams from, but she's doing a pretty calm, cozy art stream right now. Let's raid into her today. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for bracing through all the technical difficulties of today. While I get this set up. I can't type and speak right now, I think. Yeah, that was great. I think maybe we'll try to see if we can get Prosecco to work next time. If not, more art, the usual. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for bearing with me. Thanks for all the people that stopped by and all the people who redeemed first because I restarted stream so many times. Let's get this raid started. Let's send some raid messages. A message if you're not subbed and a message if you are. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you. I'll try to stream more this week. I don't think I have anything specific planned, but we will see. It's always up in the air. So, yeah, until next time. Bye bye.